It's a very aromatic herb for me. Hello and welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. And today we have the Bulleit Rye. Unfortunately, I haven't visited the Bulleit distilling facility, but I've heard that it's an industrial plant. So, where does Bulleit come from? Bulleit was a brand that rose with 4 roses with the Seagram's company, and they got transferred to Lawrenceburg from 4 Roses. But not Lawrenceburg. I've been to Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. It's Lawrenceburg, Indiana. You probably can't read that. No. So So where's Lawrenceburg, Indiana? Indiana is just north of Kentucky, and it's close to Connecticut. I don't know. No, is it? Forget that. It's north of Kentucky. So, what is Bulleit? It's a Bulleit Rye. And why do the Americans make rye whiskey? It's from the very, very beginning, where they were growing, barley, wheat, rye, corn, and they used to make bread out of the wheat. And what they got left over was with the rye sometimes, if they had enough. And what they did is they made a rye whiskey. And over the years, they wanted to have something sweeter, something smoother. You didn't want to have this rough rye whiskey. And that's when they introduced corn. And they got the sweet, sweet stuff, and they called it the bourbon. And so the rye is a bit older than the bourbon. And in the early ages, they made it with 2/3 of rye. That's what I got from my research. And today, this one is made with 95% rye. So we're looking at a really spicy and rough whiskey to be expected. Okay, Lawrenceburg, Indiana, 45% alcohol by volume. That's 90% proof. Let's have a try. Somewhere it said 4 years, but I can't find it on the bottle. Horst said in his German video a few years ago, he thought it was 6 years old. Is that a cork? Yeah, I think it's a cork. Yeah, it's a cork. I can already smell something. Oi. I know that. It's spices, definitely. You can say spices. But that's actually that's herbs. For me, that's a herb. I don't know, what is it? We call it lavender, or I'm not all the English word. Damn. Is it mistletoe? I think I'm not sure what it's called. It's a very aromatic herb for me. Get a bit of a cake as well, so it reminds a bit of Christmas. Yeah, smells around Christmas, not the oranges though. Yeah. So, spices, herbs, definitely. I expected a bit more rough and tough aromas. Oh no, now they come the rough and tough. So it starts off sweet. You got sweetness. Now you got a lot of spices for me. Yeah. And here comes the wood. This video Horst said he got a bit of caramel. Don't quite get that. Maybe I'm confusing that with the sweetness. It's interesting how you get a spiciness, but not as in a sharp note that is very demanding. But I got a glowing feeling in the mouth, so a bit of a hot spiciness. Very long for an American whiskey. The American whiskeys, the Scottish whiskies always tend a bit more complex, a bit longer. The American whiskey is a bit more straightforward, a bit of sweetness, corn. But this one is quite long for an American whiskey. Oh yeah, it's not a bourbon. Doesn't have 51% corn, so they call it Bulleit Rye. How can you see that best? Frontier whiskey. So Bulleit Rye Frontier whiskey. That's because it's from Indiana. They can't call it a Kentucky straight something. So smell of herbs with spices, sweetness and spices in the aroma. Very nice, very interesting. I really like it. If you like to know more about the whiskey, then please visit our website. If you like to rate it or comment on it, give your own thoughts about how it tastes, then visit our website in the end card or in the link below. And thank you for watching.